Gratitude is hard to have in this life. I am thankful for my life. I felt my life was never what I wanted it to be. Is life in general something to be grateful for because we exist? Is existence what we wished we never experienced? If we never existed, we would not know that we did not exist, so it would not matter. The emotional and mental games that existence is can test us and break us. I came to Earth naive. The challenges and trials can make it hard to be thankful. Gratitude is a challenge and can make us wonder why we even exist. I have been highly ungrateful because life was not going my way. My life had taken so many twists and turns, I was not sure where I would end up in life. Gratitude was my last chance to get anything right in life. I made many mistakes I was repeating. I was going to be grateful, or I was going to continue to make the same mistakes and have troubles and problems in life. Gratefulness keeps me out of a lot of trouble. Gratefulness keeps me thankful for everything that I have. I do not always feel grateful in life. I choose to do my best to be grateful. I do not lose sight of God's blessings. God was my path out of hell. God was my path to a better life. God still is my path to a quality life. God is my quantity and my quality in life. Though gratefulness can be complicated, it is better to be grateful than it is to be filled with hate. I was full of hate at one point in my life. I found myself in the darkness and creating more trouble. I was full of more hate for getting in trouble for being full of hate. I wanted God to transform me so I could be grateful. God did not transform me. I believe that God wants us all to be grateful before we are truly transformed. When we are not grateful and God transforms us, then we might not be grateful enough for what He transforms us into. A lack of gratitude can ruin blessings and anything gained in life that makes life easier. The lack of gratitude can ruin relationships of every type. Gratitude is the glue that holds life together and allows people to see things from a positive perspective. I am grateful for being capable of sharing my thoughts. I am grateful for the freedoms of life. Gratitude some days comes in short supply, and it can feel like gratefulness is the last thing I feel, but I remind myself, I still have to be grateful and choose gratitude, or I will make my own life worse by being ungrateful. I remind myself of all the times I was not grateful and how that made my life more negative and complicated and created more problems for me. I know how hard it is to be grateful when life feels like it is standing against you and above you, and it feels like life is pushing you down. Life has pushed all of us down at some point. But only when we are grateful can we get back up and be thankful that it was not worse. We can be grateful all the way to our deaths that life had mercy sometimes. Gratitude is a way of trying not to make our lives worse.